Clarifai platform makes it easy to upload and deploy your own custom models. In this tutorial, I will show you how to upload a model using the Clarifai CLI and deploy it on your own dedicated compute step by step. The easiest way to upload a model to Clarifai is through Hugging Face. If you already have a model on Hugging Face or want to deploy one of the open source models available there, you can bring it directly and run it on your own dedicated compute using the Clarifai platform. First, let's install the Clarifai package. This includes both the Clarifai Python SDK and the CLI, which we will use to upload and manage our model. Let's also set the Clarifai personal access token as an environment variable. Personal access token lets you securely connect with the platform. If you go to the settings, under secret section, you can generate a new personal access token or copy an existing one. Let's set this as an environment variable. Now to get started, we will use the Clarifai Hugging Face toolkit to set up a project scaffold. You can just run Clarifai model init toolkit Hugging Face. This creates a clean directory structure with everything you need: a model.py file, a requirements.txt, and a config.ml file, so you can quickly customize and upload your model. Now that the project scaffold is ready, let's look at the model.py file. This is the main file where you define the model's initialization, loading of checkpoints, and how it handles client-side requests and generate responses. If you see at the top, we have imported the modules like model class, model builder from Clarifai. Along with that, the Hugging Face utilities such as auto model for casual LM and also the auto tokenizer. These are used to integrate the model and handle text generation. Next, we define the myModel class, which extends the model class. This class contains the core logic for the model and manages client-side requests. And if you just see, we have the load model method here, and inside that, we load the model checkpoints directly from Hugging Face. If you notice here, the repository ID for these checkpoints comes from the config.ml file. Here we are using the Llama 3.2 1B instruct model. After setting the checkpoints, we are initializing the tokenizer. Then we load the model itself. Finally, we set up the streamer to handle real-time token streaming. Below that, if you notice, we have three main methods: predict, generate, and chat. The predict method, you can see it takes a single prompt and returns a complete response. You can also set parameters like max tokens, temperature, and top P to control the behavior and style of the response. And the generate method, this method helps to stream the output token by token. And finally, the chat method manages multi-turn conversations and returns responses in JSON format. All these methods can be customized, from tuning generation parameters to modifying how prompts and chat messages are handled. Next, we have the config.ml. This is where we define the model configurations, including compute requirements, checkpoints, and other essential settings. Under checkpoints, you can see that in this example, we are pointing to the Llama 3.2 1B instruct model. You can replace this with any Hugging Face repository ID for your own model. And if you are pulling from a private repository, you can also include your Hugging Face token. Next, in the inference compute info section, this one is really important. Here we specify the compute resources required for the model. In this case, we are using 44 gigs of GPU memory, an NVIDIA accelerator, and one CPU with 13 gigs of memory. When you create your dedicated compute, you have to make sure to select an instance that matches these requirements. Otherwise, the model may fail to run correctly. We will see how to set this up during the deployment of this model. And finally, in the model section, you will find your app ID, model type ID, and user ID. App ID represents the Clarifai application where your model will be uploaded. Think of an application as a workspace that contains your models, datasets, inputs, and workflows. You can either use an existing app or create a new one for your project. And this is the app that we will be uploading the model to. And if you notice, each app has a unique app ID. And in this case, this is our app ID, Llama, and this is my user ID. Let's update that. App ID as Llama. And you can also set the model ID. Currently it's set to local runner model. You can just update to your own ID. I'm setting this to Llama 3.2 1B instruct as the model ID. And also, since Llama 3.2 instruct is an LLM, the model type ID is set to text to text. If you are working with something else like a multimodal model, You can set it to multimodal to text, and also this is my user ID. Next, the requirements.txt file lists all the Python dependencies your model needs. The Hugging Face toolkit includes all the essentials, but you can add any additional packages your model requires to run. Now that we have seen all the files, let's upload this model. To upload the model, all it takes is a single command, clarify model upload. You can see the model has been successfully uploaded to the app that we have specified. By default, the model will be deployed to the Clarifai's shared SaaS. You can also see the code snippet here, which you can use to run the model inference. Let's go back to the app and see if the model has been uploaded. This is the app. Let's refresh this. And you can see the model has been uploaded. Llama 3.21b instruct. That's all for this video. We have seen how you can use the Hugging Face toolkit to scaffold and then customize and upload the model to the Clarifai platform. In the next video, we will see how you can deploy this model to your own dedicated compute. Thanks for watching.